For a long time, I prayed for discernment. And honestly, I didn't fully know what discernment was. I just kept hearing it talked about in church and in the Bible, and it seemed important. So I prayed for it anyway. The Bible says in James 1:5, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him." So I asked. Because when you're trying to co-parent after leaving an abusive relationship, things can get really confusing. You start questioning yourself. Sometimes you bring up a very normal parenting concern, like your child's sleep schedule. For example, if my son takes a nap during the day, he'll stay up past midnight and then struggle the next morning before school. That's just the reality of his routine. So you bring up the concern. And suddenly the conversation isn't about the child anymore. Instead, you're told you're a monster. You're told you're being verbally abusive. You're told bringing up concerns about the kids is nightmare behavior. For a long time, responses like that made me question myself. But then I started realizing something the Bible talks about in Matthew 7:16. You will recognize them by their fruits, not by one moment, by the pattern. Discernment is when God helps you see patterns clearly. When every conversation about the kids somehow turns into an attack on your character, that's a pattern. And once you see it, you stop arguing to prove who you are, because you already know the truth. Sometimes discernment doesn't mean fighting harder. Sometimes it means staying calm and letting the pattern speak for itself. And if you're a single mom trying to co-parent after a difficult relationship and you find yourself constantly questioning your own reality, you're not crazy. And asking God for wisdom might be the most powerful prayer you can pray.